Welcome. Today we're talking about enlightenment. And when I started the first live of the 3, today, I asked, are you enlightened? Do you think you're enlightened? Have you ever had an enlightenment experience? And the moment I asked, are you enlightened? Yeah, I see Ashley Dave. Yeah, it's freezing. I don't know. So what I did is I took off my Wi-Fi. But at least you're getting me for all this time live, and I'm sure I'm going to transmit it different this time, And so I had opened the initial live in my head thinking, how can I start this in an enlightened way? Because enlightened also means lighthearted, lightness of being, light emotions. And I thought, okay, are you enlightened? And it made me laugh. So when we're in human form, I don't believe that we can reach full 100% enlightenment in the sense that, because even spiritual masters still do their human things. And I know because I've had spiritual mentors who even can manifest herbs out of thin air. And she still would smack me in the head. She's like, I love Master Zhang. She's my faves. And she is tough. She's not super love and light. That's not Master Zhang. She's So, but she does laugh a lot. And she does laugh a lot about the challenging things. She's just so there is a lightness I have noticed in those of us who are on a spiritual path and have had enlightenment moments and have had miraculous moments happen to us too. And what enlightenment can just mean is literally lightening your emotions, your mood. You're more joyful, you're more in love, you're happy, you smile because you don't take life so seriously and you're not focused on the negative things. The duality, the polarity is always going to be there, but do you focus on the light? If you're enlightened, you focus more on the light because you're enlightened. There's lightness of being about you. When you're enlightened, you also, I feel, lighten your energy. You clear out the densities, the baggage, the traumas, the wounds, the things that have weighed you down, the things that have took pieces of your light. And that's why soul retrievals are powerful. And I think I might have a day dedicated to just soul retrieval. I feel also if you are enlightened, you are anchoring in more light onto the planet. And you can do that through your trade. If you're a practitioner, through energy work, through being a channel of words. I share light language. That's something I do in my Ascension and my Abundance course. I don't really share it here on Instagram because it's quite different, but I might share. I'm going to share it. Not might. I'm sharing it. One of the 12 days will be light language. And these are aspects of enlightenment, but it all starts in your moments of enlightenment, and then they expand and they expand and they expand, and there's practices we can do, and I'll have a day on sharing certain practices that amplify your light and essentially bring you to enlightenment and moments of enlightenment. And I had one today, and that was part of what said, okay, ding, 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 today is the enlightenment day. And I just love when that happens. And right before coming live, an hour ago by now, because I've gone live 3 times now, but right before coming live, it was super interesting because I felt I should pick a card, because I was feeling I don't want to do it right now, but I always like to do it before the sun sets, and now the sun is setting, but I went live so many times, so I can't control that anymore. And I did it from my Isis deck, which I haven't had. It's been in my storage in LA, and I was there in November, and I brought it back because I want to use it on my retreat in Ibiza. Ashley, I'm so thankful for your live feeds. Aw, I'm thankful to be here with you. And because I wanted to use this on the Ibiza retreat, I have it with me, and I pulled Pillar of Light. Ta-da! And that's perfect because you know, hello, that's what these days are about. And I want to read to you the first paragraph because I feel like that's the intention of this live. Beings of light and divinity are calling you now. They wish to connect with you more strongly, and you are being guided to strengthen your energy field, to allow more of the divine light that seeks you to flow through your body safely and into expression. So ways that light come into expression are with energy work and light language channeling and even word transmission. Like if you're speaking words of wisdom that activate people, and that's what my ascension codes and abundance codes are all about. They have the channeling of the wisdom like we had in these lives with the light language, with the visual guided meditations, which all many practices that I'll be sharing about in another live. But in these days as we're in the darkest days of winter, the darkest days of the year, and that affects us. We are earth beings. So if nature is going through her darkness, we can feel that too. It's part of the life cycle. And before rebirths, we have death moments. And even, do you want to have a whole day? Yeah, I guess we could talk about this too. Now, I guess we talk about it here of just, even like with like the darkness and the death, like you think of like the bottom of a forest floor and the soil, and it's dark and things have to die to nourish that soil, and then new life comes from it. So the dark days are not bad, even when you have them. Your dark nights of the soul are not bad. They're needed for the rebirth, for the expansion, for the learnings, for the integration. It's the time for hibernation. And of course, it's supportive for us to have moments where we are being activated with light. And that's what I wanted to gift to you in this series. I am going to ecstatic dance at 6 o'clock and it's 5:36. So I'm going to speed it up because this is the third time I'm doing this and I need to get there. So the enlightenment experience that I had today was I was doing yoga and I looked at the sea, and I always live by the sea because I feel so at home. And today it clicked why. The way, the light, and I've seen this before, but it elicited an enlightenment moment for me where the way the light was shining on the water and the way the water was moving, it was like starlight and it was twinkling and it was like, wow. And I went into a trance and I filmed it as a story so you can catch it, but I'm also making a highlight. So if you're catching this on another day, you can see it. But I was like, oh my God. And it like opened my heart and I started to cry. And I just felt like my mission and what I'm here for and this next chapter I'm stepping into and just this expansion and this light frequency came in and I can feel it now. It's like happening just from talking about it. And I was just like, wow, like everything is perfect, everything's better than perfect, everything's amazing, everything's going to be amazing. And it was just like this moment of assurance where I connected to all that is and just the knowing of everything and the purpose of this life. And it was like peace and joy and love. And since I'm so connected to the stars in the sky, my name is Nikki Star, my birth name is Nikki Star, there I was looking at the sea and it looked exactly like the star sky. And I was just like, wow. And so I was like, okay, today is the live day. And I've had, part of my spiritual awakening was because of two very powerful enlightenment experiences that I had when I was scuba diving and skydiving in Australia the same trip. And I had a oneness experience under the water. Everything was slowing down. I was seeing the animals in the sea and it was like, oh, I'm connected to all of life, all of the planet. And it was just such a powerful moment. And that's when I questioned being a doctor. I was like, I feel like I'm meant to help people be happy and feel this and know their potential, not be like in an office or working a 9-to-5 or in the hospital. It felt too limiting for like the grandness of what I could feel I was here to do to reach millions and billions of people. And then when I was skydiving, the parachute let up and it was like, peace, silence, stillness. It was the most peaceful experience I ever had. And it was like oneness. It happened again, and like time stood still. And it took me out of my perception. It was like the overview effect, and I just like understood the meaning of life and everything. And that's the enlightenment moments. And there are many things that can activate us into it. And it's having just conversations like this. You have the awareness of it. And I'm so curious how many of you may have one this week. And that's the power of working with a spiritual mentor. You get activated in new ways that you hadn't before. And so with that, I send you love. This is day 5. I'll see you tomorrow for day 6 of 12 Days of Life. And I send you so much love and so much light. And we're going to go deeper in these days. I'm going to share different activations, different energy works. I'm going to share my light language. And I send you so much love. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time.